Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV. Now, I'm hoping you can see me on the screen. Yes, I am on the screen. Big up to everybody. Happy and Merry Christmas to all. And listen, what can I say, people? Smash that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. I think Kawaja, the Perez of the mods, has said I'm 94 away from 1K. Can you get me to that 1K before the end of the season? Or before Arsenal lift the trophy? Maybe the Carabao Cup. Last night we made a hard work of it, but we got through. So people, smash that like button, subscribe and share if you are new. As I said, on the way to 1K. And listen, I'm not going to muck about. The reason why I've got come so early, because obviously I've got another appointment at 7:30. So it's we got our carol service and stuff like that. So I have to be there. So hence why the show is coming to you an hour and a half early, 5 o'clock. So this is just a one-off. It will be back to normal next week on New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year. So we will be back at the 6:30 start. But just for today, it's gonna be a 6 or 5 p.m. start, should I say? So big up to everyone. But listen, I'm shut up, Norman. Stop talking. Let's get Mr. Big D in and Mr. Kofi Slot. People,
yes,
happy Christmas. Yeah. Happy Christmas to one and all. And as you point, guys, some people, you might be viewing me, you might be seeing 2 screens. Like you might be seeing a landscape screen and a
there is.
I'm running it. It's just the first time I'm running it. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully it's a success. So let's see what happens, guys. You know what I mean? So it's going to 2 separate destinations, but I think at the end of the day, it's the views that counts. And before I do anything, let me just quickly go through the chat. Kawaja, big up to Kawaja, the Perez of the mods, and I've just brought up the StreamYard instead of Kawaja. There you go. Big up Norski and the panel full of legends and the chat. And good evening to everyone. And say, smash that like button and subscribe as you go. And I've said to Kawaja, you are the Perez of the mods. You are 15 people in the building so far. How many likes have we got? 5. Let's get that up to 10 quickly, guys. Let's get that up to 10 quickly. Also, let's who's this now? 1 like so far. We know that's not true now because it's going to be more. Wahaha. What you saying, brother? Good day, gents and chat. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I'm off to my dad's for dinner, everyone. So I won't be with you. Have a good stream. Listen, big up for you coming on. I really appreciate it. 31 people in the building, 32 people in the building. Carmen, get those like buttons. Get it up to 30. There's 32 people in the building. Let's get it up to 30. But before I do anything, I don't know if I've had somebody's what do you call it? Hold on. Oh, let's get that off. Right, okay. Right. So hopefully you can see that. This is that's what I want to get to. I want to get to AFC. Big up AFC always. Big D Kofi. Big up wishing your family a happy Christmas.
Yes, big up yourself, man.
Looking forward to the old turkey, the large capon, chicken, ackee and saltfish. You know how it goes. Big D, I know you're one of the
man. Already in mind.
Things, you know what I mean? Views on sports. Big up to you every time. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the fried dumpling, the kalaloo, the ackee. Boy, I'm telling you, D, I went out to the shop today. Mrs. sent me out shopping this morning, bro. Big up to Shane. Miss Shane's big breakfast show. Miss Views. I was out having to go and lug on myself, go and buy ackee. Ackee, a tin of ackee now. £9.99.
Yes, it's a mad one.
What?
Yes.
£9.99 for a tin of
Yes, a mad one.
What we doing here?
I still run it though, no. I still run it. I still bought it even though I was vexed. You know, there was
that's hard times,
bro. Listen to
terrible.
Me, man.
Man,
you know what I mean? But big up every time. AFC Arsenal fans celebrate the last night of disgrace. Second half was atrocious. Listen, we're gonna talk about the first half was good. Second half, mate. Listen, as I said, this is not sustainable in my title. You might see my thumbnail. We went with something a little bit different. I will be talking about the new comic edition that I'm going to be doing. Big up to. I don't know if I've had a raid, but even so, if not, I've got 34 people in the building watching at this present time. So listen, it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. Let me just quickly go through. Subscribe to Views every time. Doing his intervention show every morning or afternoon, should I say. Big up to Kawaja from him.
Views.
Martin Tapp. Big up Merry Christmas, Normski, the panel to your family, and have a good one. Definitely gonna have that, mate. The wife, she's doing some lovely ribs, man. Some smoky ribs, some barbecue smoky ribs. Looking forward to that. My mouth is watering right now. She's gonna be putting a big cape on chicken in the oven tonight. Slow cook. You know what I mean? We got some oxtail. We got some oxtail going on there as well.
I just
Am I making people's? Yeah,
I just clapped oxtail, bro, before I came on the stream. Oxtail, rice, and peas.
You're brother. Don't fall asleep on me now. Don't fall asleep on me,
13
brother.
pounds a kilo, you know, no.
No, yo, listen to me. Well, listen, I'm talking about what I'm eating and what I'm doing and all that. Let me get to Big D. I know you, D, you're looking a little bit tanned up and everything. Just come back from Egypt, man. So how's the trip been, man? How's the trip been?
Yeah, the trip was safe, Norms. Like much needed rest, even though I did shoot 3 rounds of golf as well. With some very cool people. Yeah, it was good. It was good. We had delays coming and going, which happens a lot now with the flights. But apart from the delays, man, the trip was solid, man. Landed like early hours in the morning, so that cold weather didn't lick me hard when I got to the airport.
Today,
it's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold, brother. It's cold. You know what I mean? Cold.
But, yeah, man. Just grateful to get away with the missus and just chill out. Well, she chilled out.
This is what it's about, babe. That's what it's all about, bro.
Recharge and go again, you know?
You know that, man. You know that. Big up, man.
Swinging the clubs in Hurghada.
What's up, mate?
Hurghada. I was just by the Red Sea. Asking where I was. Just by the Red Sea, man.
Did you go in there? Did you go in there?
Nah, brother. Too busy just living life, innit? You know,
I thought he's gonna hold the rod, Moses and thing, and just hold it across there.
Hold the rod and spread the Red Sea and thing.
Yo, Pete, what you got in your hand, man? What you got in your hand? Pause. It's the rod. The rod.
You know what?
But Kofi, what you say, man? Big up to you, man. What you say?
Yeah, all good here in Norfolk, Norwich. You know, we've done our Christmas shopping and ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
So having a full English.
Full English.
In the morning.
Full Irish. Full English. Not full Irish.
English in the morning. That's the one, bro.
Go for that, bro.
So everyone is ready to go, and hopefully it'll be a good day and to enjoy, you know?
Yeah, no, for real, man. Martin Tap just saying Merry Christmas to you, to you and fam. Listen, it's a season of jolly. Or is
Goodwill.
It really?
Goodwill to all men.
When you're supporting Arsenal, man. Come on, jeez.
When you're supporting
full season of jokers.
This is Kawaja. He said, D, this is my Manchester United versus Newcastle United combined 11. Le Mans, because obviously you're playing on Friday.
Yeah. Well, the other team playing, how is that possible?
Well,
makes no sense, does it?
Are you away to them or are you away to them or at home to them?
Yeah, so the question on.
Whoa.
I think
we're away. I can check that now. I think we're away now.
Whoa. Without Bruno. Whoa.
Without the maestro. No, it's at Old Trafford, bro.
Oh, so Old Trafford, okay.
Yeah. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff, Old Trafford.
Boxing Day game for Newcastle United.
But we're the only ones, though. I don't get it. We're the only ones on Boxing Day.
On the Friday, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I thought they said there was no Boxing Day games.
That's what I thought as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously,
maybe this is a rearranged one from. I don't know. This might be a rearranged one.
Who knows? Who knows? But people, let's get into it because I would say I've got to go and sing some Christmas carols later. So I don't want the missus on my. So, bro, you know how it goes. Ye gentlemen, forget it. Listen, right, you've got your menu in front of you, guys. You've got your Christmas menu in front of you, and we are going to look back at the Premier League, the weekend review. Are Arsenal the real deal, or are they just pretenders? That's the question for you, Big D, Kofi, and the chat. Are Arsenal the real deal? Are they just pretenders? Ref Watch, we're going to look at a couple of controversial decisions at the weekend. Some said certain things should have gone, some said it wasn't. So we are going to look at a couple of things that may have affected the outcome of the game. Villa with 10 straight wins in all competitions. Surely they're league contenders, guys. Surely they're league. I'm sure if Roger's watching this or he watches this on playback, big up to Roger, big Villa fan, always contacts me when his team is doing good and bad. I haven't heard from him on this occasion. He must be so over the moon with them the way they're playing. And Big D, this one for you and obviously for Wahaha and any other Man United fans in the chat. Will Bruno be a big miss for Man United and their top 4 pursuit of Europe? And we finish off with the what's going on prediction results. Game week 17. and the What's Going On Fantasy Prem shout out, which is done by our gracious Big D, who for 2 weeks gave it to me, and I made a right hash of it. D. So, I'm sure you at some point will present that. We will look at that. So listen, we're gonna start off. I think we'll just start off with some of the other games that we watched before we go on to our own respective clubs. And so if we listen, Wolves, a team that ended up still with 2 points. D. I mean, funny enough, if Clive Roach is watching, is over visiting from Holland. We had a great chat last night talking about his team. He's a massive Wolves fan, and it's hurting him right now. And listen, yet again, Wolves drop more points at home. Don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with their striker. This can be probably one of the worst Premier League sides. Will they? I'm sure they're definitely going to be going down. They're obviously gone into Christmas with only 2 points, guys. Just quickly, what are your thoughts on it? And is there any hope for them? Is there any hope for them? Anyone wants to jump in first?
Man, I mean, at this stage of the season, you're 2 points in. It's going to be a tough ask, but yeah, relegation for me. Yeah,
100%. But I think it's just that points tally. I think the worst. I think is it Derby with the worst points tally of 11 points. I think
11 points.
Are they on course to beat that? This is the question.
Yeah, they are.
I can't see where winners going to come from. I mean, they almost got a draw against us. I mean, a team that scores 3 goals, Wolves score 3 goals and still lose the game. Yeah. Less points to the triangle.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think the minus 28 goal difference has them already relegated, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the minus 28 goal difference. There's no coming back from that. I mean, there's no coming back from that. Seriously,
no, definitely.
But you know what?
Yeah, go on.
You know what? I bet you they come to Anfield and screw us up with something. It always happens.
I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening. Man.
Trust me, the way sometimes we're going.
Now you man have found a bit of form, man. You guys are 5th now, Kof. You know what I mean? You guys are stable the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we were shaking the last. I think it was time added on against Tottenham, and they were.
But listen, we'll come to you. We'll come to your game. So. Don't jump the gun, my brother. You know what I mean?
All
right. Right. AFC Burnley, or should I say AFC Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. Listen, I think Burnley are going to end up joining Wolves.
They're struggling, aren't they?
I think that they are absolutely struggling. And I just think that's going to be the case. You know what I mean? My guy, Areola's, Bournemouth are kind of hit and miss because they ended up drawing that game, and I think their last game they drew. I think because I had gone for, I think this was game week 17. I think I went for Bournemouth to win this 2-0. So they seem to be drawing. They drew against you guys 4-4. Do you know what I mean? But listen, that was at Old Trafford. So is Newcastle a tougher, team or what? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'll say definitely Burnley are going to be the other team that looks like is going to join them. Do you know what I mean? Norski, Big D, Kofi. Before I forget, Merry Christmas. Every time, static man. You are the Bergkamp, Kawaja the Perez, and you are the Bergkamp, mate. Do you know what I mean? And you tell these people in the chat, whoever's watching, get those likes up. Come on, people. You get the traction for this channel to get out there. So please get the likes up. Subscribe and share if you are new. As I say, I'm 94 away from 1K. It's been a long, hard road. It's about the destination. It's not about the journey. It's about getting there. You know what I mean? Some managers will say it's about the destination. But for me, it's about the journey, not light bulbs. Not pickpockets, not Anfield, playing Anfield songs at our training ground and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
Man said with hope in his heart.
With the hope in his heart, you know what I'm saying? The same. Yeah, but listen, let's come on to your game then, Kofi. Tottenham won, and obviously we put out a poll on our chat to see who was available for the 5 o'clock session. I see 3 of you here. I don't know whether JP or Ez with his little young one. Trying to still get those baby grows down there, them Arsenal baby grows to him. So hopefully I can sneak them in and give them to my niece. You know what I'm going to say? But look, whatever happens, I'm grateful for you guys, the time that you're taking out, and big up, as I said, big up to the chat for supporting us all through this year and onwards and upwards for bigger things in the new year. But we will talk about the Tottenham game. And Tottenham, just listen, they just can't buy a win at home. You know, Big Chilly's not here to defend his club, and maybe he's probably right that he probably stays off because it's quite embarrassing as it goes. Listen, Tottenham have 2 men sent off. Should have been a third man. Yeah, Robbie C. Listen, bro, big up at Guna_SC. Listen, I wish I had Robbie's money. Yeah, he keeps calling me Robbie C. Though. Do I look like Robbie Live on AFTV? Come on, man. You know, I think Big D looks more like Robbie Wow with his beard and all that. You know, I'm take that beard.
No, but isn't he clean shaven? He's clean shaven, Robbie.
He's clean shaven. Yeah. Just imagine him with a beard.
Same bar lead and thing. You know what I mean?
Just imagine who would have been what's this? That be the potato guys laugh out loud. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, big. Okay, let's get in the mighty years. What are you saying, Daddy? Daddy is
money.
Money. Yeah. Come on, that's it. People in the chat, ready? Just put in there, money. That's what Ez is, yeah. And people in the chat, please put in there. We must get Ez's boy. Ez is the big Chelsea man. We must get him an Arsenal baby grow. Yeah, so put it in the chat, guys. Yeah, put one in the chat if we should get Ez's Arsenal baby and Arsenal way. Just put one in the chat. Yeah. I know what he's gonna do. I know what he's gonna do.
He got him in the chat.
He's going to get his boy right. No, there you go.
You can't see it.
Oh,
you want it all. You know what?
Want it all.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You are removed. You're removed from the panel. What are you talking about?
He's already wearing trophies.
Stop it.
Kingship.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? Can't say that on the other side yet, Normski.
Oh my God! Is that how you're going now? Is this how you're playing now? Is it? Oh my God! He was the biggest. No, I'm telling you, this guy was the biggest Arteta defender. Nah, man. See, I mean, he's seen reality, people. He's seen reality. But listen, let's talk about the Tottenham game. Look, 2 sending off. Xavi Simeone, obviously, rate down his fellow countryman Van Dijk. They review on VAR. It's definitely a sending off. Ref Watch looked at it. It's definitely a sending off. And then you had the Romero. He got a second yellow card, and they go down to 9 men. But should they have been down to 10 men? So to 8 men, because bro, that tackle on Isak, who now looks like he's not going to be featured for the rest of the season.
Broken leg.
Yeah. What we're saying, a broken leg, probably better than that, because when he went down and the tackle on him was like a scissors thing. You know, I thought he'd like open up his the knee. I thought the knee would.
I mean, initially when he grabs, I think he did grab the ankle, but it looked so twisted that his knee probably would have popped, you know. But I mean, the game wasn't great in the first half, and second half came to life. And you know, when I'm saying Salah, when he's not in that team, the rest of the team come to life. They come to life.
Yeah.
And Ekitike, Wirtz, and Isak combined.
Florian Wirtz is starting to find a little bit of form now. You know, Ekitike, I'd love him in the Arsenal side, but the problem is that he'll probably come there and still end up playing like Glock and Eze, because for some reason their powers get zapped. You know what I mean? When they come to Arsenal. So I don't know whether he would do well at Arsenal, even though I love him as a player. I think he's a great player. Scoring goals, you know what I mean? 2 goals in that game. It was 2 goals. Did he score both of them?
No,
he scored 1. Sorry, that was the other game. Sorry, tell her like it was the other game. So it was Isak, with that one. And just saying, with Van der Ven doing that tackle on him, should he have got sent off, guys? Ez, do you think he should have got sent off? Or is it because of the fact that he scored the goal and they just sort of said, well, because he scored the goal, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen them before though, where the goal's given and a decision's made. But I would personally give it because of the danger. We're not talking about the intention here. No matter how dangerous it was, he wasn't in control. You can give sympathy. Anyone that's played football, you can see that, you know, I doubt he's gone in to hurt him.
Yeah.
But you know as well, you've got to get this right. Or if I don't, I've also got to take the consequence as to the fact that I didn't. And that's just that. That's why you call it a 50-50, if you like, because it's 50% you're gonna get it right and 50% you're not. If you don't, you got to take the consequence. If you do, you get all the credit. Wow, what a tackle! You know what I mean? So
funny enough, on Ref Watch, you know, I think it's Jay Boothroyd. He was sort of, you know, talking with Dermot, and Dermot was, you know, Dermot can be very kind of like,
a bit hit and miss, innit?
Yeah, but I think he was saying that he didn't think it was a sending off, whereas because Boothroyd was saying that the way he came in at the tackle, if you're going to block a shot, you block it sort of from the front. He's kind of come through the player towards the ball, and then he was trying to then equate that to another tackle in another game. And that was a reckless tackle. So Dermot, he didn't think it was. He didn't think it was. He felt it was a fair, robust tackle, but he's ended up breaking or fractured his fracture. Is it ankle, Kofi? Is his ankles fractured?
Yeah, it's a fracture. They said combined, so it could be fracture with ankle. I don't know.
So is he out? Is he out for the rest of the foreseeable? He's December. So
season over, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he's been really unlucky with all the moves are not, the moves not going through. You know, when he should have, that being disrupted with preseason. I think he's only scored like, is it 3 goals for you so far?
Yeah, he's on 3 goals so far this season.
So what's your plan? Yeah. What's your plans then going forward? Because now that you've lost him, Gakpo's still out injured. Salah is off to, or is at AFCON, scoring the winner for Egypt the other day.
Yeah.
Are you going to be looking at, getting in another player? I know you was linked with the Bournemouth player, Simeone. But he looks like he's going to go to Man City. They look like they're going to bolster their squad. Some people have been saying that he should have really gone to Tottenham because he's going to get a fairer chance of getting game time there as opposed to being a rotation player, and they feel that his game will be more limited and that he won't probably progress. I don't know what your thoughts on that, guys. Quickly,
to be honest, sorry, Dick, go on.
No, go.
Yeah, for us, I still think we've got to strengthen defensively because we're all over the place. Striker wise, I don't think we'll go in the market and get a striker. I think we'll just continue to go with what we've got and, just see how it goes, see how it plays out. But
sorry, D, you going to say something?
The market, like going into the market in January, obviously you're going to overpay, and then the limited options, because there's, like I say, you got the Bournemouth striker who's apparently linked with at least 4 clubs. As much as I would take him, I think I said in the chat, we need a CDM norm. We need a number 6. So that would be a luxury signing for us. And then Bruno, we don't know how long Bruno's out.
Oh, you're not happy with Ugarte then? You're not feeling Ugarte?
He's awful, no. This is why Juve got rid of him, and we just got sucker punched. Like, we're stupid. Like, if a man like Luis
but when he first came, but the thing is, when you first signed him, everybody was sort of saying, "Yeah, you got your proper CDM." Maybe not you. Okay,
because a CDM always knows what to do with the ball. Now, once he makes a tackle, he don't know what to do. He gives the ball away.
It's like hot potato.
Yeah, it's just like, nah, brother. And the manager ain't really been playing him now. Conveniently, if we believe that or not, I don't believe it. Maino is injured. Just when Bruno is injured, so is Maino.
Well, listen, we're coming to your thing. I know you're itching to talk about your club and everything else, but we will still focus. We'll still focus on.
But as in the transfer window. Well, you're gonna have to meet the asking price. Apparently, City want to do a deal. There's no deal to be done. The asking price is 65 million.
Yeah,
pay them money or shut up.
It expires. Is it?
I think 10 days. In 10 days. 10 days
time. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just wondering whether Arsenal should look at him. I mean, there was talk that we had, interest. I know definitely Chelsea had interest, but they, Chelsea are the ones that they always dangle that carrot in front of their fans, and then they get all excited. Ez was quite excited in our chat, and then all of a sudden rugs pulled beneath him, and then it's like, okay, that was a non-starter.
Typical Chelsea. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it today. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah. But the thing as well is
bar humbug.
If he comes to us, Ruben will play him as a left wing back. Well,
this is it, yeah. I mean, JP was talking about that as well.
What are we doing here? Man.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I absolutely hear that. Let's just say, static. Big D, Agati was from PSG. They transferred him to United, and he's gone downhill, in my honest opinion. That's right, he was PSG, not Juve. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Listen, if you look at a manager like Luis Enrique, I'm saying that right?
Enrique.
Man knows what he's doing. He wasn't good enough for them. That's why he got rid. Because the thing is, he's supposed to have come to a bigger club in terms of the history, and he hasn't stepped up to the plate in the bigger club. So there's a reason. There's a reason why no one else came in for him either. Yeah. Because if he's that good, then Pep would have been, okay, let's not let him go to United. Well, we had a free run at him. For me, that's alarm bells. Every time we get a free run at a player, it's an alarm bell for me. So
I mean, obviously,
opinions. I respect the opinion, though. So
yeah. I mean, obviously, while sending you is a bit of a hot topic. Yeah, Man City. This was from Fabrizio Romano 19 hours ago. Breaking, so it's progressing to complete the deal for Antonio Simeo in the next few days. As we see, City have been pushing in the last 12 hours to accelerate the talks. And he's indicated that he wants, even though he's an Arsenal fan, he's indicated that he wants to go to Man City. The thing is, though, I mean, some people might say, he's only going there for the money and no ambition. I mean, a player like him, he should really be playing.
He's not starting at City, is he?
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's not going to start.
He will, They're looking to move on that Savinho kid.
Really?
You think he'll start?
Yeah, they
because doesn't he play the same side as Doku? Doku's on great form right now.
Free anyway.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I think Pep will like that Swiss Army knife sort of thing, where even to give Haaland a break in certain games. Haaland plays every minute at the moment. I think Mamouche is out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like AFCON, isn't he?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know for sure, but all of a sudden you get rid of Savinho, that rotation opportunity is there.
Yeah.
Where I don't think he goes there to sit on the bench. Not. I don't think any other forward offers what he offers.
But this is what I would say to you guys. If we were gonna go in the January market, get him and get a Adam Walters from Crystal Palace. I would take both of them, just because of what we've lost now between AFCON and the injuries. But I don't see United spending a light 180 million in January. I don't see it. But to get him, he's a luxury player for us at this moment in time when we need a 6. So if you're going to get me a 6 and he's coming as well, then. But once he says he wants to go to City, then you don't really want to play.
Look at that. I mean, listen, AFC. Yeah, I mean, look at this AFC saying that Semenyo and Doku on the wings, folding in the 10, Ireland up front.
Yeah, that's mad firepower, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That is crazy.
Yeah,
Mamouche is still at Man City, but Semenyo will definitely compete with Doku. Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
BX Gunner 8129 says drop a bag on Walton, man. You know what I mean?
That's what we need to do, Norms.
Yeah.
I think that they're talking like the 75 million, 80 million mark.
Yeah. See for us, you see this thing, and this whole thing about Zubimendi being world class. I've got to say, bro, I just don't think he is. I just don't think he's. When it comes to those games, those physical games, he's nowhere to be seen. Out, on the ball, he's good. When he's got time on the ball, fantastic. Look good in the Champions League. But when you're up against them robust, them players like Newcastle and them big old lump.
Them decent midfielders.
Yeah, man. You know, he struggles. He struggles. And look, we've got him now. We've spent the money on him, and again, he's going to be one of Arteta's favorite players. So I can't see him, dropping there. You know, I mean, he's had to rest him because he played pretty much every single game. Although Semenyo might replace Bernard Silva on the. That's
true.
another thing.
Yeah,
so,
getting on now, isn't he? Phasing out.
Remember, he was meant to go at some point.
That's right.
He?
Yeah, he was.
He was meant to go at some point. So,
yeah.
That's actually a good shout there, Static. That's actually a very good shout because
definitely, definitely. Listen, I want to come on to Leeds and Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace went to Leeds. And on the Saturday of my, but by the way, guys, it was my birthday on the 20th. Arsenal almost spoiled it when we went away to Everton, but we'll come on to my game. We'll be tackling that. But let me tell you something, guys. As an ex-pro, you know what I mean? Talk to me, brother. What has changed? Leeds, just the way Leeds have changed up everything since that Man City game. I've spoken it on a number of streams and even on this stream. If you can go back to the game when they went away to Man City, up until that point, up until the first half of that Man City game at the Etihad, they played a 4-3-3 system like Arsenal, and he wouldn't move from that. Daniel Farke had done that, right? He said, "Right, we're getting overrun here. We have to stem this blood flow because it's getting out of hand. We're losing blood, metaphorically speaking." Yeah. And he goes and moves to a 3-5-2, brings on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's right now having a purple patch right now and doing really well.
Man is schooling them.
Right. Now, let me say this now, he's banging goals better than he's looking better than our front at the moment, our attackers. I'm not going to lie, people. You know, people, at one point we was linked with him, and I say, no way. I'm not saying that I would take him. It's just that he's having a purple patch, but it's just it's what Daniel Farke has done with it. And since Daniel's done that, he's beaten Chelsea, who went there after drawing with us with your 10 men. And I thought, that's just going to be an easy walk in the park. You go there, you get beaten, it's 3-1. You Liverpool, you draw 3-3 with Liverpool.
Yeah, that's good.
And then they just lately 4-1. They drew also with another team, I can't remember. But just by changing the system and stemming, that blood flow, the guy's out of the bottom three and he's looking good. The team is looking good. And we're going to play them in a few weeks' time. And I'm worried about going there. Or in our running, the 9-game running, I'm worried about them. Listen, they absolutely clapped Palace. Dominic Lewin getting 2 goals. And just what are your thoughts around Daniel Farke changing the system?
I want to give another perspective because it's easy to look at Leeds and he's doing a good job. But he's almost thrown a Trojan horse. Yes, JP. Yes, JP.
Yes, people.
Yes, JP. What's up, man?
Yes, peeps.
Big up, man. Big up every time. Big up every time. Sorry, you're saying. Sorry.
JP, we're talking Leeds Palace. Look. When you're talking about Leeds right now, no team is going to Leeds and setting up a low block. No one's going to do that because they're a promoted team that's been on bad form up until the last few games. No team is going to go and set up a low block. However, an Arsenal, a Liverpool, a City, a Chelsea, a Man United, a team are going to set up to be hard to beat, to break down. And Leeds at the moment are ravishing off the fact that teams are underestimating them, and they're overrunning them by playing the 3-5-2. Why? Because a 3-5-2, you can cover the width and you can cover the short spaces. That's genius from Farke. It's not going to last forever, I can promise you. But
teams will work them out. They'll
work them out. But if you can cover the width and smother in small places, and they can press in numbers, which is exactly what they've been doing, and hitting teams on because they haven't been playing teams off the park, popping tiki-taka. They're winning the ball and they're on the counter, and that's what they're doing. They're hunting in groups and they're covering the switches by having that formation. You could do that if you've got the right players, and that's what Farke's done. So I don't want to give too much credit because the truth is teams are not setting up low blocks, and Leeds don't need to do a madness at the moment. But if anything, I'm looking at Sunderland, and I really appreciate what Sunderland are doing. As if you want to talk about 2 promoted teams and what they're doing, because that's working over a longer term period. Leeds is doing the right thing for this particular patch. Let's see what they're doing January, February. But at the moment, credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. No team is going to set up low block against Leeds. None. So they're there to get hit. And that's if anything, Wolves need to take a few hints out of what Leeds are doing.
What they're doing, yeah.
Wolves are still trying to play out the back and all this sort of stuff.
And that's just hurting them because the way they're giving the ball away in their own final third, it's like, yo, this is suicide football. It's crazy to play,
and this is what I can't stand about certain managers, especially when they can't afford to drop points, and it's all about playing their football.
It's foolishness.
And they say stuff in these interviews. Oh, I don't care if we lose. As look, the boys we lose playing our way, and all these stuff. I can't. You got 2 points. You got 2 points.
Makes no sense.
If any of us here are the chairman of these clubs, and you're sitting there listening to this manager talking about, at least we're playing our way, and you got 2 points.
But he stepped aside talking about the chairman. He stepped aside, didn't he? He stepped down.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then another guy that's got a similar surname who apparently isn't related is now stepped. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. He's got the surname. I think it's SHI is the surname. So the new guy's got the same surname as him, but they're saying he's not related. I thought, he's related. What are you chatting about? Right. Foolishness anyway, you know what I mean? His long lost cousin from somewhere that he's brought in.
Kofi,
that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, Kofi, what are your thoughts again on just what Daniel Farke's done with Leeds? Because they were absolutely bleeding out, and then all of a sudden, as I say, they changed up the system. Daniel Farke is not stubborn to do that. He said, right, okay, I'm going to change this up. I need to, stop this. And he's done really well. It's just what you just want to get your thoughts on it. And
definitely a transformation from what I saw in the game against Liverpool. We looked at 6 and 7s points in the game, and of course they got a 3-3 draw. So he's really done well in terms of turning it around for them. And let's see where they finish in the table.
No, definitely. JP, big up to you, man. How you been? Long time no see. How's your holidays? If you was on a holiday, or how
I need a holiday, mate. Big up everyone.
Well, let's hope that holiday's not from Man United, because you seem to be a little bit more.
I'm almost there, mate. I'm almost there. Nah, do you know what? I feel all right. I feel all right at the moment. No, on Leeds United, I think it's spot on in the sense that I rate managers that just want to win.
Yeah.
Right, and especially when you're in that position, right, where you've got to survive. You've got to try and survive, and however you survive, no one cares.
It doesn't matter.
No one's going to give you stick to say, "Oh, they survived because they played this way." No one cares. Just survive.
Yeah.
And then you can start a building process and do like a Brighton and whoever it is who's come into the league and has been able to sustain that for a number of years.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it because if you was to look at Daniel Farke a bit closer, credit where it's due. When he was at Norwich the first time, he was stubborn. We're gonna play this way. This is what got us promoted, and he got relegated, and he got relegated and sacked. Him and Parker. Parker's also a championship manager that's obsessed with playing this sort of possession, bypassing the press or playing through the press type football, and it kills them. Credit to Farke that's now saying, no, I've been here before. I'm going to change it, and we'll do it until we're worked out. And hopefully he's also saying, when they work us out, we'll change it again. Hopefully he's saying that.
A good manager do that. He's not predictable. Management. And unfortunately, you've got managers that are predictable, the likes of my manager and Ruben Amorim to a certain degree. But maybe Ruben is taking a leaf out of Daniel Farke's book, because at the end of the day, JP, let's come on to your game. Listen, you lost against Aston Villa.
Oh, man.
Gary Neville has come out and said that he's liking what he's seeing now, because he's noticing against the Bournemouth team, he still played with that 3 at the back. But he's now seen him do some stuff in game in terms of playing 4 at the back, and the players been utilised, even though he's still playing the 3-4-2 system. Yeah. So, and you seem quite happy. Big D, I suppose your thoughts are going to be the same, but just what your thoughts on there, because they are playing. I'm looking at the way Man United are playing now, and they're playing much better football. Roy Keane did come out and say that still he's not happy with them when they haven't got the ball. They just seem like they don't know what they're doing.
Out of possession. Yeah, struggle out of possession. Obviously, we've scored way more goals. Like if you look at last season, 44 goals in 38 games. I think we're already at 30 something goals in 17 games. So straight away you see the improvement there. Defensively, we're expecting kids to keep bailing us out. The kids are still learning their trade, is in Yoro and Aiden Heaven. Even though I think Aiden Heaven's been decent, I think we've left Yoro exposed, guys. Like, it's easy to criticize a young kid, right? When he was playing well, there was no criticism. Now you push him. I think he's better on the left, but obviously he's favouring Luke Shaw on that left of the three. But I think Euros look better to me on the left. Something says, does Amin have a plan B? Yeah, his plan B is to eventually play Kobe eventually when he comes back from injury. Apparently, that's
what is going on with it? Is he got a future at this club, guys? Because the way he's treating this guy is just unbelievable.
This is what I would like to say to Kobe. Like, and this is a hard thing as a professional footballer. At that age, try and ride this out. Because if he's saying it's just a storm, and he's saying Kobe's got to do better where? Better in training, better as a individual, on and off, whatever. But if you're not getting minutes, it's hard to say he has to do better, because you can only get better in a game situation. If he's a good trainer, now apparently he is, they say that he trains well. He's not this one sleeping in and coming late. So if he's a good trainer and he's not getting minutes to try and get himself settled, I'm not saying he's going to start every game. He's 20 years old. And, Ruben alluded to Wayne Rooney holding bench and Ronaldo holding bench in the early days. Yes, they did, but they both got minutes. Fergie gave them minutes. Yes, they might have started on the bench, but they both came on and got at least 20, 30 minutes on a game. You can't give this man 4 minutes and extra time and expect this man to just bed in and start cooking in midfield. Even though he's had some half-decent cameos, it's not enough. So at 20, people will say the kid needs to be patient. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? And then the brother happening with the silly T-shirt. Now, apparently, they said that Kobe knew about the T-shirt.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't know about the T-shirt. But if he did, that was a bit naive as well.
No. But it's also a bit of a hint to what sort of conversations they're having at home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
And the fact that his brother had no filter about how they carry themselves, even in this, even in whatever, is a bit of a problem. It's the same issue you would have had with Garnacho and his brother.
And his brother is right.
And all this sort of nonsense. I personally feel like Kobe needs to get a hold of his career here, or he'll end up like a Sancho, where people outside of the football and outside of the pitch are having a negative spill into the reality of or to the world of football. And that's just that. I totally agree that there's a problem with him playing, but you can't be protesting like that.
This is what we'll say before JP just jumps in, is that as young players, you got to surround yourself with the right people. I do feel that the manager has mugged him off along with Xerxes. I think Xerxes is being mugged off. I think, me and JP, we do kind of disagree a little bit on JP just wants goals out of Xerxes. But Xerxes gives us better control in the games that I've seen him playing. And now he's got to add the goals. So it looks like Xerxes is going to get moved on. It's going to get moved on. This is the thing. It doesn't always work out with a player. But I think I've seen enough from Xerxes in terms of, I think he holds the ball up way better than any of our front lot, including
he don't hold it better than Sesko. He don't hold it better than Sesko.
Bro,
Xerxes is useless. Xerxes had a couple. Xerxes had cameos of decent play. And people are building up Xerxes like he's been like this worldie who just doesn't. He's just unlucky not to score goals. He doesn't like. I showed the stat right in one of the games we played. I can't remember who it was now. Where Xerxes started the football game, right, and his stats where it showed his average position in the game.
Because he's getting isolated, Jay. Remember, he's dropping down deep in the midfield to get on the ball.
He's the deep. You can't. If you got his game playing in that team, you can't do what you're doing because you're not Harry Kane. Harry Kane could get away with dropping that.
Fair enough,
because he's got output.
But then he stays isolated because you're not getting fed.
Not doing nothing. But this team, like, he's not helping the team. That's my point. Like, you got to come in. And I don't see this great link-up play and all of this stuff from Xerxes. I've seen him do it on occasions. I don't see no consistency in his game when he's on the pitch. I don't see Xerxes on the pitch making a difference to the team.
But then this is what I would ask you. Who's improved under Ruben then? Nobody, in my opinion.
And I think that's a fair...
Yeah. And that's why I'm not as hard on Xerxes, because I'm not seeing anybody... Like, probably Ahmad to a point. Like, Brian and Boomer and Cunha look worse than last season under Ruben. They look worse. Right. They play better.
Agreed.
They play better for worse teams. You come into a so-called better team.
You've unbalanced the squad with them, though, in my opinion. You've unbalanced the squad. With Bruno Amorim's system.
Thank you.
I feel like your Bruno's not playing in his best position because you've dropped him into more of an 8.
But nobody is. Nobody is in this system.
This is what I'm saying.
That's the reality of it.
You're not getting the best out of
nobody looks good.
And then we just play in a system. We don't care about players.
Yeah.
But then I look at for example, Aston Villa, going back to context. Yeah. You know, they've been playing John McGinn, right wing, all this pretty much all season, right?
Yeah.
And it's not because he's a talented winger and he can get down and bomb down. What he can do is lead that press, and he's got legs. Right. And if you watch McGinn, he's not the most glamorous football. I don't really.
No, it's not technical. Really.
But this guy, every minute that he's on the pitch, he gives everything a minute, right? Yeah. So you've got John McGinn on one side, you've got Onana, who's 6'5" beast in midfield. Kamara next to him, another sitting midfielder, and then
amazing Rodgers.
I'm not even onto Rodgers yet because then you've got
what a player.
Because then that's where you drop the quality in the mids of legs. You've got the quality of Rodgers, you've got the quality of a actual number 9 in Watkins, even though he's not having the best season. But even just at that press alone, you're not going to have a comfortable time with them man there running at you. And I think that's what Amorim needs to do. This season with what he's got in his hand. I think Mason Mount and Mbeumo need to lead your press. Then you drop a bit of quality in Bruno in the 10 behind them with 2 sitting 8-6s. Then United's got a base. I personally think so.
We'll call him after the show and let him know that is, please. Just call him. Because he's not hearing nothing, bro. Honestly.
You're getting overrun every game. Every game you get.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, I understand that Kaz is getting on, but Kaz is our best midfielder at 34 years old. And how often does Bruno leave him on his own? Because Bruno can't help himself. He's got to get up. He's got to get forward. Jason will see, like we've spoken about before. So you're expecting Kaz again to clean up all the mess, and then you're seeing Bruno trying to race back, and then he's irrational.
Do you know where you are good? You're good. You're impressive when the ball turns over. You look a bit frightening when the ball turns over.
That's why Roy Keane said, without the ball.
Yeah. Without the ball,
it doesn't look good. But when you get that ball and then that's what I'm saying. I'm
way better, isn't it?
But in the Premier League, that's not sustainable.
Yeah. You know what? I think in the last couple games, the Aston Villa game, we didn't get overrun.
No, not really. No. But let's have the ball though, JP. Don't you think?
Two brilliant moments. I think
they let us have the ball a lot.
Even the moments were stoppable. Like, you can stop those. Like they were. You know, I think somebody like, and I think Dee touched on this earlier. Somebody like Lenny, he's got great potential.
Yeah.
And but you putting him in a side that aren't very good defensively.
Yeah. Right.
Talks my language.
And then what happens? So if you put Lenny in the team and you've got Rio or you've got Vidic or you got Everett left,
exactly.
You've got people like you can do that. He's putting in. He's playing in Heaven and Luke Shaw. And it's like the poor guy is in trouble here. And I'm not sort of making excuses for his mistakes, because he's making, to me, he's making the same mistake though over and over again.
Can I just come in here? just how you was talking. If you had those likes of those ballers that you're talking about back in the day, he would develop much more quicker.
That's my point.
Exactly.
But do you think at the moment he's not developing as he should? Is he being hampered? Do you think his game?
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of them are being hampered because it's hard to develop in a crap squad, basically. And you
have to remember, Norm, 2026.
Everyone's playing out of position.
JP 2026, we're still going to be on here talking about Luke Shaw in 2026. Not even funny, but that's our reality right now. Because with Maguire's injured, this one's injured, De Ligt's injured. It's like, okay, we got the injuries.
You know what? Luke Shaw's been pretty darn good injury-wise this season, though. To be fair to him,
but that's the thing because he wants to go World Cup. So he pushed away them cheeseburgers and them fries and all them fizzy soda drinks, and he's like, "Listen, man,
I think one of the things under Amorim though, and apparently he's got a good history of this, is players don't get as injured as much. Obviously, you still have injuries, but generally, players he seems to manage players' injuries well. So they say.
Obviously, a lot better than Arteta, but we'll get onto that. But,
well, you're seeing it with Mason Mount so far.
Yeah, because because under I think he featured hardly.
Since he's joined the club, he's been injured most of it.
It's interesting. Sorry, just quickly. Static said, I think Luke Shaw wants to retire at Man United so badly.
He wants that testimonial, man. He wants it badly. He does. That's what he's working towards.
Just talking about Man United, and obviously there's areas where you obviously need to improve and whatever, but I mean, could that be hampered now with Bruno getting an hamstring injury, could be out for about a month or so? You've got Ahmad and Mbeumo away at AFCON. Is there another player? Is it 3 players you got away?
Yeah,
Mazraoui as well.
Mazraoui, yeah. So and I suppose the question I'm going to ask you, and again, the chat, please put your thoughts in there as well. Do you think that this will hamper their top four pursuit of Europe? Because at the start of the season, with you're only in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and not in Europe, you had a more chance. Amorim had more time with the players and all of that.
You remember that's what he wanted, no?
Sorry, again, mate.
Remember that's what he wanted. He wanted time with the players. You get in the time with the players. We should be sat in 5th with 1 game a week, being knocked out the cup so early. No excuses, Norm. And it's okay you coming out and berating the players. I have to go back. I did some research, right? Apparently in 2011, the same Amorim publicly criticized his manager, got benched, refused to train. This same Amorim, and then got bounced to Braga in the January transfer window in 2012. The same man. So you're there talking about the academy players and this one got to do better. You did exactly what you're telling them they can't do. Be annoyed with the manager because you feel like you're getting mugged off. He went through it the same way. And so I'm like, bro, like, look at your own history. You was a player before, you was a... And he says he understands. He said he's doing what is best for the team. So he's letting us know, JP, that giving Kobe decent minutes is not the best thing for Man United in this system. That's what he's telling us. So,
but do you believe? So whether we agree or disagree, right, with the manager, do you think he's not playing Kobe because he thinks that if I don't play him, I'm going to get a better result?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He said if I don't play him,
but what I'm saying is, don't you think that's what he thinks? Because what
that's what he thinks. Yeah, that's what he thinks.
And I'm not quite sure playing Kobe is going to rescue us anyway. Like we all think he.
No, but if he plays Kobe,
I don't think he will.
No, if he plays Kobe, it will force him to go back to a 4-3-3, which he doesn't want to do. Kobe can't play in the 2 and be effective. He knows that.
Well, it won't change him, though, but that's not going to change him because our two midfielders can't play in the system, but they still play every week in the same system. So that's not going to change him. It's not going to make any difference.
Right, but I'm saying
he's claiming now that he's prepared to change the system. Apparently, if we'd have got the Bournemouth dude,
Jason Wilcock has told him to change the system.
He was gonna, whatever the reason. I don't think he has, but whatever the reason being behind it is, he wants to be able to change that system on his own terms. He don't want to change that system when everybody's telling him he's got to change it. And he's a manager. He's stubborn. They're never going to do it. This is a great opportunity for him now in AFCON. You got all these players gone. And he can make a tweak with the license to do so. And, you know, you saw in the Aston Villa game, as an example, on the ball, often we had a back four.
Exactly.
And they switched to a back five.
But this is interesting.
Off the ball.
When I was on holiday, I can't remember what game it was. And in that game, you saw Sir Jim and Jason going at it with Omar Brown in the middle. They're in the stadium and it's heated.
Wolves, isn't it?
Was that Wolves?
That right. An argument against Wolves.
Yeah. And so when I saw this, you know, I'm watching it on my tablet in the hotel, and I said, "Why go on here?" And I think Sir Jim has lost his head with it, saying, "You're the director of football. You have the power to move this brother on, and we can go in another direction." So I feel like any signings you see now are going to be Man United signings rather than Ruben signings, because I really feel like. They
claim that's what they've been doing anyway. Well, obviously, they let him have an import, but even the ones we had in the summer,
I agree with that.
Exactly. Yeah,
they're claiming that they're really nice, and that's how it should be now. We gave license to managers too, man. When we're in the position that we're in, you have to make signings like this, right?
Yeah,
you make every signing that is just rigid for this 3-5 crap system that we play.
Right.
We're done.
I wasn't sure whether.
You know what? Hold on a minute. I'm sorry, D. I'm also for them back in the system if it's proven that it's worked. If you go and win the league or Champions League playing the system, by all means.
I think we're all in that predicament. I've always hated the system, never liked it.
Right? Yeah, same as.
If the system is winning football games for us,
it don't matter, does it?
And I'm being entertained, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But the reason I feel a little bit better over the last 2 games is offensively.
Yeah.
Like I was watching my team bored out of my skin. I watch them every game because it's my team. I'm watching. There's nothing there. There's no excitement. There's nothing to get. At least over the last couple games, offensively, there's been there's been loads of moments that you can get excited about.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm going too far for excited, but you know, it was good to watch.
Yeah.
It's just defensively, there's a lot of errors and there's a lot of individual errors.
Right. And then if you imagine, I said this to my brother, I said, imagine Onana in that goal rather than Lemons.
Oh, forget it. Man.
I actually think we're being in a relegation zone. Honestly, because
I tell you, Onana seems to be sabotaging Trespasers right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he dropping off there as well?
Big time.
Yeah,
big time.
Because the only clips I ever see, the ones that they show, is look how great he's doing.
Nah, he's not. Jay, it's that calamity. It creeps in. Even if he makes a couple of good saves, you know he's going to spill one.
A couple good saves for us, but you knew.
But you know he's going to spill one.
You knew it.
Yeah.
You knew
through his legs.
I'll start this one from Static. It goes, JP, Big D, question for you both. Does Amorim need to leave?
Wow.
I think the reality is, right, as football fans, it's the same position that Arsenal are in right now. Whether you want him to leave or not is kind of irrelevant. He's not going. He's not going to leave this summer. So actually, what I'm trying to do is to support my team the best way I can.
Yeah.
Do you think if he doesn't get you guys into Europe, if you finish outside of Europe,
he has to go.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Jay,
one game a week.
I don't know if and for me, we need to be in Europe, and I don't think Man United out of any, even if it's the Conference Europe, out of any European football is not sustainable for the financials in terms of the way we do business. That this one game a week doesn't cut it, because you have to remember the one game a week, one of them games is away. So you're not getting consistent football at least 2 games a week at Old Trafford or in a 7 to 8 day rotation. So not being in any European football and getting knocked out the cup early, now we have to get a run in the FA Cup. We can't get knocked out the FA Cup early. Otherwise, I'm sacking him. If he gets knocked out the FA Cup early, he has to go. Because I feel like You're getting all the training time in the world on the pitch, and you keep failing me. So it's okay telling me that the better team lost today. Did they?
Okay.
Because the better team scores goals and wins the game.
Exactly.
Finishes their dinner, Norm. How often we say that, Norm? Finish your dinner. On here, how often do we say that? Finish your dinner, guys.
I won't come with my team because we don't seem to be wanting to finish our dinner properly.
Yeah, but you're winning. You're winning, though.
Yeah, Jay. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing that, but it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable, brother.
Title charge, Norm. Title charge.
The W is the key, right? You got to get W's.
All right, listen. Okay, listen. Let's stop with the W's.
But sorry. Just on that point, really quickly, I think he has to get into Europe because Amorim, because I think there was something about Manchester United get something like over 4 million every home game.
Right. That's mad, you know.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread when you're saying, actually, it's all we've got. Like, we didn't even get a home game in the Carling Cup or whatever, Carabao Cup.
Right. Yeah,
we didn't even got a home game in that.
Nope.
So they've lost out on everything because of this guy.
Money, man, hemorrhaging.
You know what he did in the final of the Europa League was criminal.
Yeah,
the way Man United played that final and lost the crap Tottenham side.
Yeah, Chile.
He's lucky.
Chile.
He's lucky to survive that. I mean, even Tottenham knew they were crap. I'm not even telling them nothing. They didn't know.
But this is the thing, Jay. Tottenham won it and fired Ange. They won it, got into Champions League football, and still fired Ange.
Listen,
he kept his job, and it's like, okay.
Amorim wouldn't have his job now at any club.
Nope.
Big club.
None whatsoever.
Europe. Not Premier League, in Europe.
It's the same for Arteta. Why people think that Arteta would go to Barcelona and do what he's doing now? Any big club.
He won't survive this long without winning.
Listen, why are these big clubs not looking at him? We'll come on to us. Don't worry about that. But let's quickly move on to Chelsea. And I'm want to kill two birds with one stone with this is Chelsea. You've already sort of basically said, look, you know, we're not really challenging for the league. You know, we're more of a cup team and look like we're going to end up playing you in the semi-finals. Looking forward to that. It's going to be war in the household, the Osborne household. But, you know, that's another thing. And as I said, people, please put in the chat, if we need to get a baby grow, an Arsenal baby grow for Ez's boy, just put a number one in there. Put a number one in there. Put a number one. Anyway, let's get to your game, Ez. You go away to Newcastle. First half, absolute disaster class. I don't know what Maresca said to him. And as a matter of fact, Maresca is also, while we're on the subject, linked with the Man City job, and obviously being one of Pep's.
Look at them twins.
You know what I mean? And you must feel proud of your manager that, you know, he's linked with that. I mean, Arteta's not even mentioned. You know what I mean? He's not even mentioned there. And there's a chance that Pep, you know, could end up going in the summer. But he has to obviously go and win the thing. And just quickly read this, and we will talk about your game. Another interesting subplot is that Pep Guardiola's future. He signed a new contract that takes him to the summer of 2027. But there's talks already that he might call it a day this summer. Again, is this going to have an impact on their transfer plans? Well, it doesn't seem like it because they're doing advanced talks with Simeone.
So I think if he wins it, he goes.
Yes, definitely, and that's why I worry for us.
Where's the 115? Where are they?
Don't even go there, man.
Where's it gone?
This is the biggest joke in football. Like,
imagine that is.
This is ridiculous.
Disappeared.
Right. This is imagine if this was Man United, this would come out of the press every week.
Yeah, they'll be coming after us, JP. You're right.
But it's disappeared to the point where it's not even a conversation. I don't even see it pop up every
now. No one's talking about it.
He's dead. He's dead.
Deary me.
But Newcastle, you know, why they just can't put games to bed? They were comfortable. They literally were playing off the parties. I mean,
they were.
Yeah, you come back second half, and then there was a point. Obviously, there's been some controversy that Chalobah, a barge on Gordon, I think it was Anthony Gordon, one of the players that he should have said. You're saying no. A lot of the people said it should have been a penalty. But listen, would you say 2-2 is a fair assessment of the game?
Exactly how it was a game of two halves. It was Newcastle
literally,
and then it was Chelsea all day second half. Yeah. And I keep saying it, we cannot be in a title run because I'm going to say this: if Chelsea had quality players all over the field instead of players that are project players, improvement players, or he's the future or la 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 type players, we would have got that game across the line. Whether or we wouldn't have made the mistakes that we made in the first half and we win the game 2-0. The mistakes were both. If you watch the goals, it's almost embarrassing. Schoolboy.
Yeah.
You know, one player's on the floor. I couldn't even rewatch the replay of it. It was that bad. For the first goal, the second goal is just old school. The line's pushed up. One player decides to stay. Well, what did you rehearse in training? Are we stepping or are we not? It's just so. But then Maresca, clearly, this is why I really rate Maresca, because obviously you guys might understand that it's hard to change tactically mid-half. So he changed dramatically the tactics for the second half. And not just that, the mentality. Maresca said they're taller than us. They're going to win the first ball, but you can win the second. And we won every second ball. Forget you have the first one. Well, you have the first ball. We'll win the second one then, because if we try and win the first ones, well, you've got 6'7", but Dan Burn, whatever his name is, a Dunk. I can't remember. They're massive. Newcastle are huge.
Yeah. I think Dan Burn is injured, but you still got big players.
They're all massive. All of them.
Yeah.
And compared to us, and Maresca said win the second, and that's exactly what they done. Anticipate the first. And we won if you watch at the stats, almost every second ball we won. Yeah. And he brought on Gusto and he changed it. It wasn't Burn, but who it was, they're all huge and they're physical. And I think the physicality of the game changed as well. We were matching them. And that's why I don't think, as much as that's a pen, both teams were at it in terms of that sort of dark arts. Both teams were at it. And I think the referee was trying to give some fair. I think if anything, Normski, you put it in the chat and I kind of ignored you because of the height in the game. If anything, Reece James at the end is a red card. That's a red card.
He was lucky there, wasn't he?
How VAR looked at that. If anything, I was saying, fine, good. Yeah, good. Get the red. Perfect. No problem. Because I don't want him to go to 3-2. I'll take the red card. What is it? The 89th minute of the game? No problem.
That. I mean, how the reference missed it, or they didn't deem it as that. I don't get it.
I don't know.
He's got. But this is. We will always be talking about VAR and the referees. Do you know what I mean? Or not even VAR itself, but the referees that manage it. You know what I mean? They're just so inconsistent, and this is why we have Ref Watch. And why we have it on our stream every week. And
but this is where I think my owners are clowns, because they thought it would be wise to get Maresca in a room and talk about his tactics and why this player is not playing. Oh yeah, we've just bought you Gittins. Why are you not playing Gittins? You know, sorry, who? Sorry, Jamie Gittins. Who? They're asking him, oh, why don't you try a 4-3-3? Who? Sorry, excuse me. Did I not just win you the Club World Cup when no one thought we'd win it against PSG? The same manager that you turned down, Luis Enrique, I beat him 3-0. And now you're talking to me about tactics. Sorry?
You have to wind his neck in a bit, innit? You know the ones.
This is exactly why Tuchel left. And Maresca, I'm just paraphrasing it. I don't know what he said. But he must have said, do you remember that you hired Graham Potter? Yeah, do you remember that? You remember that? Right. You remember the one that sat there and said that there's not enough players in the changing room? When I helped you get rid of the players that were useless, that you spent millions on, billions on, and I've got a bit of order in this club. Not just that. Oh, Man City, I'm good enough for City to success Pep. But Chelsea, who have Delap and João Pedro as a number 9, Chalobah and Tosin at the Biro as centre-backs. Yeah? Sanchez, Robert from Jamaica in goal. Yeah? Yeah, not many people know. His dad's Jamaican.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mum's Spanish, dad Jamaican. Robert Sanchez in goal, which you don't know if he's going to pull off a blinder one week or score an own goal. You just don't know which one's going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
And this is what Maresca's actually in top 4 and competing with. All from competitions. Chill out. Just chill out. And then Yeah, then Man City decide to put their heads in and say that Maresca. Look, I'll finish on Maresca.
Do you think? I'm gonna say. Do you think he will end up eventually going to Man City?
He'll end up getting frustrated if he's not backed. And when I say backed,
that sounds crazy from you because bro, he has been backed.
No, backed how?
But what was that comment he made the other day when he said something about?
He said it's the worst 48 hours. He wasn't supported. He hasn't been supported.
Yeah, and that one.
But he quickly said that he loves Chelsea and he thinks that he's always been supported by the fans. So who's he talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that what was that all about though? There's not been much.
Talking about Todd, isn't it?
And the thing is, he's not talking about Todd. You know, Todd has left. He stood back and said, "I know nothing about football. I've spent a lot of money and I've clearly got it wrong. I'm hired people that know about football. Paul Winstanley and Stuart Lawrence, who are directors. One was the director of Brighton, one was the director of Monaco. The one that signed Mbappe for Monaco, who we have as a director of football for us. Right? He said, you lot are in charge. You hire the managers, you fire the managers. You just come up to me and I'll sign it off. You want to sign a $100 million player? Bring me the case, bring me the data, I'll sign it off. And that's what Todd's doing now. Okay. So the guys he's talking about are these middle management who are bringing data to him and saying, pay a 4-3-3. Please go and find a way to get Tosin out of my club and find a better goalkeeper for me rather than telling me about 4-3-3s. And that's exactly Maresca's point. He's been pulled up because of certain results that haven't gone right, which are granted. We should have lost to Leeds. We should have lost to Sunderland. Yeah, granted. But hang on a minute. He's beaten Barcelona this season. He's beaten Liverpool this season. He's sitting in top 4. At one point, they were talking about title races. If anything, I think the margin are the quality in players. That's it. And Normski, I know he's about to make a jab there. Has he been backed? Hang on a minute. You can give me 100 million and I go and buy a Ford Fiesta. I'm not going to win the drag race when you pull up in your Ferrari, mate. You understand? And that's exactly what's happened. They've bought these players that you haven't bought me a Haaland equivalent or a Harry Kane equivalent. You bought me Delap and João Pedro.
Yeah, I hear your point. I get your point. No, absolutely get your point there. Absolutely
that's it. So when he says being backed, go and get me a Semenyo. Don't go and inquire. Go and get him.
Yeah. No, definitely. We're gonna move. Listen, in a few weeks' time or months' time, we are going to be crossing swords. Twice. So listen, may the best team win, Arsenal. Okay, we'll move on.
I will be here. I
will be there. Yeah, I will be there. We might have to do a watch along together on that one. You know
I don't know about that, Numsky. That's crossing the line. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Media silent on that. We'll see saying I like João Pedro. I wanted him at Arsenal. Yeah, look.
I mean, he's good.
He's a decent player.
He's good, but look, where have the standards gone? Look at Haaland, and then look at João Pedro. Come on now.
Yeah, and listen, Haaland, he's just he's on like 19 goals, 3 assists. It's just ridiculous. He's breaking records of 149 goals. Absolute freak. And listen, Man City are purring right now. They're on our case. 2 points behind us. They went top temporarily, and we move on to Arsenal. But just before we move on to Arsenal, there is somebody else in the race, and that is Aston Villa. Oh. They've gone 10 straight wins in all competitions. Quickly, guys, just want to have your quick thoughts on it. Are they top league tenders? Are they league contenders? You've seen what that Morgan Rogers guys. Would I have him at my club? Yes, I would. And what Unai Emery is doing with that team is unbelievable with the money that he has to spend. If he has the same money that he has to spend with Arsenal money, where Arsenal go and win the league. And now people are going to say, oh, well, look, you had the same old thing. We went to Baku and we got slapped up by Ez's team. Yeah, fair play. We did get slapped up. But this guy is a proven winner. He's an absolute free.
Should have gave him more time then, you think?
Yeah, we should have given him more time. I think he was handed at the club. And the narrative is, people, that Arteta came and he took us from a dark place. Finishing 8th twice, bottling top 4, bottling the league at 8 points. You name it. The list goes on and on. And listen, we played yesterday, guys. And bro, winging a prayer, we get through. It was that goalkeeper was absolutely. I thought if this goes to a penalty shootout, there's only one team going through, and that's Crystal Palace. The same thing that happened when we played you guys. Remember, you had 10 men in the FA Cup, Jay, and at the Emirates, and your goalkeeper just put out the steam. And I was thinking, if this goes to penalties, and what happens? We get knocked out. we get knocked out. But I've decided to come up with I've decided. I've just lost where I'm in the chat, boy. There's so many people in the chat. I've decided to come up with a new comic book edition. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. The lucky Arsenal. Last night, listen, AI is a great tool, guys. Get using it, man. If it's used in the right way, it's a great tool. As you can see, we got through. You can see Odegaard. It's a miracle. He saved us. Listen, that's what I just gave him the words and he came up with this. Listen, guys, the way we are playing, I'm talking about all the games that we've played in so far. You know, we've only scored the last 3 games, we've only scored 1 goal, and that's from a penalty. The rest have been own goals, right? We cannot sustain this going for the rest of the season, guys. We can, because it's just like our attack seems to be toothless. You got this meme going around the party. Martin Odegaard, pass the ball, Martin. Pass the ball. This guy is meant to be some creative. Listen, we created in that first half. Yesterday, we created in that first half. We should have put that game to bed. We just didn't. We just could not finish our dinner, as Big D said. We couldn't finish our dinner. Crystal Palace grew into the game. They made changes, attacking changes. The same with the Sunderland game. They made attacking changes that end up drawing the game 2-2. The Chelsea game, you're down to 10 men. You had Reece James running the show. We allow pressure to come on us, and then we falter. This is a worrying pattern, in the last 3 or 4 games. And this can't continue. We can't sustain this. And the season is still long. Yeah, we still got another 20 games to go.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to do this, guys. I mean, you watched Arsenal. You saw them yesterday. If anybody watched the game yesterday, you saw us against Wolves. Yeah, Wolves scored 3 goals and still lost the game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are we doing here? Arteta has to let these guys play off the handbrake. I know, JP, you said a win is a win, a W is a win, but is it playing like no? But JP, playing like this is not sustainable, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't play like that and hope that you're going to get away with it. We said it with Liverpool. Remember the first 5 games, right? Liverpool was scoring last-minute goals and everything, and then after that, they went on a game where they didn't win in games for about 6. I think it was 7, 8 games.
They just nosedives, yeah.
But
yet they're above us again, no.
Bro, what it just says? What does that say about Man United? You know what I mean? What does that say about Man United? Big up Gianni, big up every time. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, big up Gianni.
So, guys, just what are your thoughts on Arsenal and what are we doing here? That's what I want to know. What is Arteta? Why is he allowing these players to play with the handbrake on, or is the players scared? You know what I mean? When you look at our midfield, Norgard, Moreno, who yesterday was dreadful, apart from one through ball, this guy just constantly on the floor. I don't know what Ethan's got to do to get a game. A couple of games ago, when Madueke scored those 2 goals in the Champions League against, I think it was against what was it? Who was it?
Was it Bruges?
Was it Bruges? Yeah, I think it was Bruges. Yeah, it was Bruges. Yeah. I was going to say Bayern Munich, but it was Bruges. You're right. And then he doesn't see the game until now, where he gets a start. You know what's going on? Why is Arteta? We know that Odegaard is his favorite guy, and he's going to constantly play him. Yeah, but what does Odegaard bring to the party? He's so predictable. 4-3-3, 4-3-3, 4-3-3. He makes changes like for like, no difference. He's hampering what Glock is doing. Glock is not getting the sales. People are having a go. Glock. Go on.
You sound like, right? You know them spoiled children who's going on luxury holidays. They're going on luxury holidays, right? But they're vexed. The one place they wanted to go, their parents decided they're going away instead of going wherever it is they wanted to go. Listen, you try seeing your manager changing like for like, and you're losing games.
Right. And he's still going like for like.
And he's still
changing
defenders. He's changing defenders every game. Defender for defender.
But is it sustainable? That's the question.
Well, look, put it this way. What's the time in the Premier League now? 17 games or whatever it is we play.
Yeah, 17 games.
Top.
17
still
games.
Top. That's halfway. That's basically halfway, is it? Almost.
Yeah,
nearly halfway. Yeah.
No, but as I said, more squad rotation required because he does run these guys into the ground, and that's why we got the injury problems that we have. Havertz is now coming back. Seems like he's been rushed back. I mean, at one point he was not due back until mid-January because he had a setback. Now all of a sudden he's now training.
I don't know about this injury stuff, yeah, and I don't know, and I don't know. I just remember when players used to play 38 games every season, and pretty much 90 minutes of that 38 games every season
in worse conditions as well,
and that was applauded. And now it's everyone needs to be wrapped in cotton wool. I'm not talking about the sort of injuries where someone's been clattered and they've got a broken leg, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these players that perhaps they're not looking after their bodies outside of training regimes. You know, the sort of routines that we're talking the elites go through. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to do too much exertion. I'm going to do extra stretching. I'm going to go, you know, I don't know if players are doing that, Norms. We can't answer. But I get the feeling that the amount of injuries that we're seeing across the board isn't just because football's moved on. It's still football. It's still kicking the ball around for 90 minutes. Do you understand? It's
easier. It's easier. It's not even as physical as it was back in the day.
If you see some of these post-games massages these guys be getting, man, and these boots they put on, these big spaces. No, I don't know. I think Arteta's cut from a certain cloth that he demands his players to push themselves to be the best for their club. And if they are getting injuries, well, your team should be in a place where it should be able to rotate, and you shouldn't notice too much. You should.
But squad rotation now is a thing. As many of you know, I follow a lot of other sports, American sports as well, and it's the same conversation happens there. Like on Michael Jordan's day, everyone played every game. Yeah. Now everybody rests.
Yeah.
Takes games off.
They call it load management.
Load management. Kawhi Leonard started this. Right?
He's the worst for that.
Yeah, and I've got to protect my body and all this stuff, right? When you're talking about some of the greatest players that have ever graced a sport were played in probably the 90s and the 80s and the 2000s. Yeah. I know football and sport in general has just become a lot softer. And I think every sport you watch is easier to play now than it was to play back in the day. They still need to manage themselves more. Like I was watching a highlight of an Arsenal Man United game. It was like 2001 or something. I couldn't believe it. I looked in that game and I said there was about 5 or 6 red cards.
Easily.
In today's game.
Right.
In today's game.
I mean, some of the tackles were nuts.
But I watched the tackle the other day. Who was it that got sent off? And I thought to myself, like, to me, I can't remember what I looked at and I thought, I get it, it's a red card now. But actually, if I just put my football head on for being a football fan for years, that's not a red card. That's just like slap the man on the back of his head, tell him to do better next time. And keep on playing. Wow.
So that's where I lack sympathy for the players a little bit, Norms, and I can't get onto Arteta for wanting to play his best players when they're deemed fit to play.
But they're blowing their heads. I mean, when you see, last night you looked at Timber. Listen, he's the only right back there, but he just looked out. I think that was probably the worst game I've seen him play.
That's on Timber. I think personally. I mean, don't get me wrong. If he's tired, he's fatigued, then fine. That's for the whole team, medical team should be going. Hello, he's knackered. He shouldn't be able to play.
But like the sports science tells you that. The sports science has a breakdown of every player. It tells you about their breaking point, how many minutes they should play each game, recommended from a scientific standpoint. Right? I think all the top teams have got that in their locker. Right? They all use that.
Yeah, and that's where I can't look at Arteta like you do in this case. I just can't. It's different if a player just come from a grade 3-4 injury and he wants him to do 90 on his first day back. Totally got you. That's bad management. But we're talking about players that it's not that, or they've had rehab and they've done and they're deemed fit. Play them. They're on a lot of money. Hello.
But what are they doing to recover? But what are they doing? Like, when was his last game? Like, let's take Timber. When was Timber's last game? Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah, because we haven't got no right back.
So he's playing Saturday, and that means he can't play Tuesday. Or whatever day. What day did he play? Yeah, Tuesday.
It's not, I don't. Guys, listen, I really want to carry on this conversation. But
I see your time there now. Yeah.
I really need to wrap this up. So listen, guys, people in the chat, I really appreciate it. But I'm just gonna get Big D, if you could just speed through this really quick.
Yeah.
This is just the what's going on prediction thingy.
Just quickly, in fourth spot, got a big up man like Julian Moore with 101 points, monster scoring. We still got Del Grady with a solid 89 at the top of the tree. I'm looking for the man's name now. Where are we? Where is we got Andy in 94 points in 11th. Where's it?
I think about 14th.
Yeah, no.
Where's Malcolm X? That's my missus.
So we got Ez in 13th, 79 points he scored there. Behind Ez in 14th, 84 points. Malcolm X with a lowish 57 points, which is not a bad.
Yeah, she didn't do too. Yeah, but she wasn't too pleased with that.
Kofi's dropped down to 19th with 54 points. But yeah, man, still competitive. Del Grady is still the man to lock down.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's 1,036 points top of league right now. So you've got a little.
Let me just quickly. Last thing I'm going to share with you is this one here. This is the prediction league table. The leadership board has changed. Big D has
come on.
So as you can see, JP's right down there, still on 6 points. He's looks like he could be heading with 2 forfeits, last season's one and this year's one. JP, the only I think D and Kofi getting the match outcome right, but not the exact score. So Big D takes the lead.
Look at them Blues.
Look at them Blues. Look at them Blues in a row. So big up to you, Big D. Well done for that. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. Listen, in the chat, I'm really sorry for rushing this, but if not, I'm going to get left. The missus is waiting by the car. I need to get myself out of here. But listen, people, I want to say happy Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. You've been absolutely brilliant.
Yourself, guys.
Merry Christmas, all.
We came earlier than necessary this week because obviously I've got other plans, obviously. So that's why I'm not around. But listen, big up to everybody. Please smash the like button, subscribe and share if you are new. On the road to 1K. Hopefully, as I said, I'll get there before the end of the season. I just want to say a big thank you to, even though the new year hasn't come, but I want to say a big thank you to Big D, JP, big thank you to massive thanks to Chili, who when he can make it, big thanks to you. We will be back to normal times next week. I'm sure we're going to be talking about game week 18. We will be back to our normal time. But I just want to say to everybody, big up to everybody. Have a Merry Christmas. Don't eat too much. And let's come back ready to go for next week. Take care. And when I can find the thing, God bless.